What is up? What is up? About to go through a little melts and also go through a few things that what's going on here in this melted community. Apparently there's we got somebody out there that's knows more about this melt than anybody else. Someone who, instead of just putting out the melt, putting the information out, I'd rather go ridicule other hardworking meltologists. Now, I've said it all the time when I come on. I always give props out to all the hardworking meltologists. I don't exclude no one. Well, we got to put these exclusions out there now. Just fake. I don't even know if he's a meltologist or what he is. But that stuffed bagel, cream cheese, filled cream cheese. Yeah, man. Definitely not you. And your sidekick there. Knowledge. Man, I thought we came from the same place, man. Seen you in the university. Everything aside. University helped a lot of people learn to have the courage to come online, break down evidence, go through evidence, despite our differences. I got a lot out of there. One of the few people that can say they sat next to the professor and also was sat under tutelage of Spartan and learned how to present the melt. He gave that opportunity to a lot of people. But I don't think you paid attention. I think you were in the back of the class and you left early. And now you're crying because you're not in the groups no more. Has nothing to do with me. But man, it's pathetic. Hey, man, I didn't know what I was gonna do, man. No one love me, man. And there you were, stuffed bagel. I love you, bro. What the fuck was that? Are you shitting me? Wow. What a joke. Man. You still criticize someone, man. You need to clean up your own mess over there. If you have a way of showing the melt, man, do it. I know when I go over there, a bunch of mess on, and they're watching videos that mean nothing. Nothing going on. Dracula movies, King Kong, commercials. You want to be critical on someone else. They're doing it wrong. You know what a melt is. What a joke. This is what happens. This is what happened with the flat Earth community. Couldn't agree on nothing. Instead of just saying, "Hey, it's flat," no. All of a sudden, it's concave. All of a sudden, it's inner Earth, whatever they call it, right? Instead of just saying, "Hey, it's stationary," because one side is a ball. Don't care anything else about that ball. It's a ball. The other side is flat. It's concave. It's hollow Earth. All this shit make them all look crazy. And now we have infiltrators in the group that don't want to just go out and do the put in the effort to find the evidence, show the evidence. Um, each one teach one. Know that motto? I've said it many a times, over and over and over. Students and teachers. Spartan has said it. Many people have said it. So now let me tell you about this jackass, if you guys haven't seen it already. So he comes on this stuffed bagel, comes on with on Knowledge's show, right? Wow, you can't find nobody better than this dude. For 2 years, he's been denying the melt. I don't even know if he knows it's melted yet. But this dude, what he does is he goes finds a video of Spartan breaking down the melt, and instead of saying something to the fact that, hey, this guy Spartan, who's been in the game as long as he has, one of the top dogs in Meltology, if he's able to get it wrong, if he can be fooled by a structure that's not a structure that's not a real structure, then even you can. But at the same time, what a very elegant breakdown. That's what you should have said. But instead, you go on for 20, 30 minutes to show that the building itself is a newer building and is not melting. And that the narrative says it's there as a artist rendition or whatever it was the correct narrative. Big deal. Big deal. What about the other thousands of pictures that he's shown and have broken down? Why don't you show those? Oh, because they'll show them melt. Exactly. Wow. That being said, I don't even know if I'm going to show any melt tonight. I might just vent on this. This is how bad it's gotten. Oh, and you know, while we're talking about that, I also see Knowledge. First, you're ranting and raving about the fact that we are calling it C14. It's not C14. It's not. Well, what is it, man? It's supposed to be each one teach one. What happened to that? Did you forget? We're not just teachers. We're also students. We're here to learn. What part about that did you guys forget? Why is it when you come up with these dumb videos, you don't put stuff like that in there? You're looking for something looking for a flaw instead of saying, hey, these guys are just like anybody else. But they're up here showing it, trying to wake other people up. That's the only difference. They're learning and they're waking people up instead of sitting on their ass doing nothing, playing Godzilla movies, right? Can't do that, huh? Go back and check the videos over and over. See how many times you see that. Each one teach one. Students and teachers. What a jackass. What a jackass. Let's do this real quick. Make sure if any of this stuff shows up because of that. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to show a couple of pictures because I'm going to show you what these guys are doing. See, instead of doing real research and spending their time researching, they want to know locations so they can go back on the pictures and double check the location and make sure it is what you say it is, and the picture itself hasn't been, or the place itself hasn't been what's it called? Let me get this real quick. Make sure the place hasn't been renovated or something. You know, if you watch some of my earlier stuff, I've said many times before, we never have to fake any evidence. It's out there in abundance. We never have to fake it. If the evidence came up and it was wrong evidence, bad evidence, it's never done intentionally because we never have to fake it. So what if if it slips by? Okay. I'm gonna give you guys a prime example. This place right here, if you wanted to sit down and break down the melt, it's very well damaged. Heat damage everywhere, scorched, melted, expansion all over. The problem is this place here has been renovated, right? These bozos want to come across the picture like this to have some lightweight, but see, I'm a heavyweight. See, you forget I came from the university as well. I may not be in the university no more, but I came from the university and I paid attention, all right? I also have the training over in the original group, All Mountains Are Melted Brick Buildings, the first group. Remember, everybody who has a group came through the original group, All Mountains Are Melted Brick Buildings. It has its weight in its own, almost 30,000 members, and ran by Shapu, who under Spartan, I probably would have missed this, and that's not a knock on Spartan. But under Shapu, we do more than just one pick. We hang out, and when you hang out, you find more about the place than if you were just to grab one pick. If I was to grab one pick of this place and break it down, I would break it down very elegantly, the way I was taught through the university, right? Break it down. But there's no need to break this down because this has been renovated, right? Here we go right here, same place, right? All this here, you see none of this is here. All renovated. So this is what they're looking for. They're looking for you to break this down that has been damaged. See, these guys are lightweights. They can never hang. I lump them up upside the head, up and down, lumped up, have them coming out lumpy because you can't hang, man. You're lightweight. You guys, you guys have make the whole Meltology look bad because what you're doing, you're not trying to advance Meltology at all. You're trying to discredit it. You try to discredit Spartan for one picture. You try to discredit almost 5 years of work. You probably try to discredit me for the breakdown on it, but I broke it down the right way. So did he. The only difference is the building itself was a newer building, but it has no purpose there, makes no money. It's dumb. It just happens to be a newer building. But this is what they're looking for. They're looking for the mess ups. They want to know where it's located so they can go back and check up to find out what you're doing if you're doing your homework, right? Instead of just saying, hey, nice breakdown, but yeah, we get fooled because these places, especially as I've said before many a times, the places that produce money, the high tourist spots, they can afford getting a facelift. And when they do the facelift, they try to make it look original to what it looked like after the melt, not before, but after the melt, but not this. They're trying to make it look like this. And what do? Boom. Either they make these, reproduce them, or they're reusing them from something else that's been damaged somewhere else on the property or another property, or they just produce them. It ain't like you can't produce these and make them look like that. I tell you, some people don't understand it. They want to be critical. Now, I'm sitting up there listening to this dude. I think these are bored. Really? Come on, man. Did you guys see it? Don't. If you want to waste some time, you ain't got shit to go watch it. Now this guy's been in the game too long to sit up here and not know that this is red brick. I mean, number one, why do you think someone's out here pouring this shit? Ooh, you should know the difference between original build and something that was added to the build. Original build came with the dome. It's original build. Look how small these are up here. How big these are. This here. You're just going to disregard all this back here. Right? And think that these are poured. Let's just go through this, man. Because this is, I heard him talking that. I'm like, this dude here ain't making no sense. I thought he had more knowledge than that. So here's an example here. It's all brick in the inside. This here is brick in the inside, right? So I'm just going to give a quick little example. Didn't have enough time to grab too many pics for that, but I did grab some. One thing about the university, man, is I learned how to take pictures, get pictures. We took pictures and it was critical on the pictures we got. We needed clear pictures, no tags. Well, I do have tags on these because I didn't have time to try and find them without tags. It's 11:30 at night, my time, and I wanted to get up here with this stuff. So, but you're gonna find some with tags. So once again, there's a concrete mold right here. These are blocks. These did not turn block. These are block. These are brick with like a cake with frosting on it. Okay, to make it look like a block. Look at this chewed up shit here. This chewed up shit here. Not polygonal. These are bricks. So on the bottom, these are bricks. And they're encased in concrete. Mortar concrete. Right? I'm going to go kind of fast because I'm trying to get to bed. Once again, these are not blocks. These are not poured blocks. These are bricks inside of blocks. Right? Down here, here's your concrete mold. Flared out brick down here. And I'm telling you, as I see it, when you look at the melt, you have to see it for what you see it. I call it how I see it. You call it how you see it. We may not always agree. Once again, this is not a poured block. This is brick. And it has been concreted around this. Nothing's poured here. Okay. Once again, you have 4 huge megalithics. What they're called megalithics, right? And once again, these are brick. No polygonal, nothing. These are all brick lined with concrete. And here we go. The inside is brick. Okay, nothing's poured. So let's get back to this mess here that people don't understand. For some reason, they want to believe the narrative, and they think this dumb shit. People are so fucking dumb, they just start doing this dumb shit here. The biggest, huge thing here, right? And a smaller one, and do all these shapes. None of them are the same, right? So each one is different. And then you get up here and look at this. What is this shit? And smaller and smaller, right? You know, say, well, they filled those in. For what? Okay, for what? What did they fill these in for? They didn't fill this one in. They didn't fill nothing in here, right? But let's just go through some more of these. For you people who don't do your research, this stuff here, I don't even like these pics. because this here doesn't, to me, doesn't show anything. This is beginner stuff, and this isn't something I can show someone to. This is not a wow factor. This is dumb stuff, right? Up here, huge polygon, and it's okay to have your opinion on what you think, how you think this stuff is done. That's why we're here. We all have our opinion, but when you attack other people and you can't come up with a reason why you have your opinion. When I see stuff like this on every one of these places, you're gonna see rubble like this all over. Huge megalith right here, smaller. It makes no sense in the building at all. Excuse me for a second. Okay. Once again, you think that they poured these, but yet you have this here, this, and this. What reason are these here? And look at these sharp edges. And I'm going to show you something. Look at these sharp edges. And you can see it right here too inside of here, because this is kind of deteriorated looking. You can see that sharp edge jumping out at us. Right there on the right side of this hand. See that sharp edge right in between there. But anyway, this size, this size, this size, and this size. Right? Up here, up here. And I just grabbed these today. I'm gonna really get some of these. It's for these people who don't do their research and just want to talk shit. Now, maybe they put these here. I don't know. They could have filled this in right here. They've remodeled these places. They not remodel, but they reconstruct them. You've seen a lot of these things before and after, buried, and then they unbury them. So yeah, they can move shit around. Not going to argue with you whether or not that's been moved, but I would say they didn't put this in here. Look at the stucco that's still on here. See the stucco on here? Stucco on here. Look at this up here. What is this up here for? Right? And then you have this up here. It's not like this is doing anything that they would have to put this in here. This was all off. You see these edges once again? See those edges? That's the melt. Right there. That's the melt. Hey, Kaz, let me call you back. I'm doing my thing real quick. I hit you back. Damn call in the middle of the night. Anyway, I'm sorry about that. This edge right here. This is the melt here. This is the block that it would have been in. And this is the melt on top. Right? This is the edge right here. Just the melt going on. This is the edge. Right? You feel me? You're following? Okay. Just keep that in mind. Just remember. I'm going to just show you some stuff here. More of this shit here. I mean, did they fill this in? And remember, whenever you see this stuff, you pay attention. You will always find this rubble. All right, like they always gave up. A huge thing and just gave up and said, "This finish this up here." I don't know why you would be in this long and think that these places here that somebody's pouring concrete or whatever. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Look at behind here. All this mush, balloon rocks, huge blocks here, balloon rocks behind it, inside of it, turn to mush, right? Huge blocks expanded. It's been expanded. balloon rocks expanded. Look how huge they are. Once again, you think they poured these and then they set this shit on top. Tri-stack. Wow. What a fucking what's some dumb shit. There's some dumb shit. Right? There's some dumb shit. Right? Look at this rubble back here. You got all this down here. It's all crooked, and you got this shit up in here. And you think that someone took their time to pour this and just tri-stack that. Wow. Just set these up here. They haven't fallen and bust nobody in the head yet. I mean, sometimes people just aren't using their logic when they spit out things. Man, it's time just to stick with that gardening, man. If you're going to come in here with that dumb shit, you can't explain what all this shit is. You know, why do we keep seeing this stuff, right? Why is this here? If this place is like this, right? But let's just keep going. Okay, let's just keep going. These right here, you see these coming out. The bricks that have expanded. We've seen this on so many things other than megalithic blocks like this. We've seen this on structures where the bricks have popped out, right? Like toothpaste. Remember that phrase that you used? Like toothpaste being squeezed out. You made up the phrase. But look at this down here. That's not toothpaste being squeezed out. Is it? What's this rubble down here? Huh? Let's keep our eye down here. Rubble down here. Uh-oh. What's this shit down here? What's this? Dude, you should have paid attention in class. I'm gonna lump you up. You should have left it alone, man. Don't come on my page with that bullshit. Giving me any advice, partner. Not even advice. You're just being a smart ass. You got the answers. Everybody's doing it wrong but you, huh? Small pieces down here, bigger blocks up here, the shit in between here. Not a way of building at all. Once again, everywhere you find this, you look through, and what do you find? The rubble once again, right? The rubble once again. But we're gonna keep it on. You know what? There was actually a piece I wanted to see. Let me go back real quick because I thought there was another piece that I really wanted to see, and did I miss it? I may have missed it, or may not have put it in here, or because it had some more bricks on it coming out of the bigger bricks. May not have gotten to it yet. So let's get so once again, we got red brick right here, and you got distorted brick everywhere else. Stone, block, everything else. How's that happen? It's been X factor. Once again, poured blocks or they brick. Right? I circled them here for you naysayers and the ones that think you're meltologists and then you turn out to be phonies. Okay, these are everywhere. Everywhere you turn, you have pictures like this. Okay, making it easy for you, man. Do you see it? Your stuffed bagel. Get the cream cheese out of your eyes. Do you see it? Or do you even care? Or are you trying to just find something? You're trying to find a flaw, a mistake, huh? Keep on searching, your bum. Keep on looking. structure. It's supposed to be a mountainous structure. Everywhere you go, we find structure. Here it is, here, structure, right? This is the building. Spark them if you got them. Structure all back here. This is the building. Archways all through here. All through here. In here, all through this building. And I'm just going to keep on going through. Same place. Structure all up top. You go ahead and do this. You see this wall up here. You see it up here, up here. This was all the entire building. The building itself, all structure going through. Melted structure. Bricks, turned block. Everywhere you go, this is what we find. The realm is melted. We've looked at the down into the Mariana Trench, all the way down there, and it was melted. So I don't know how you decide what's melted and what's not. I know one thing, if it's not melted, it sure in the hell does look melted. Right? Because everything looks like this, even at the bottom of the trench. Melted. Look at these stairs. They give you these narratives on these stairs. I don't know what the narrative is here, but I think the ones at the Statue of Liberty, they said all them soldiers who were walking up and down them and they made them look like this. Well, all the stairs we always see look like this. Melted. Tripping down. Bricks doing tricks. Once again, more bricks doing tricks. Look at this shit. Is this your expansion? Is this the forget the fucking term they're using now, trying to say this is your mineral growth or whatever the fuck, that dumb shit. I can't believe you're getting suckered in for these damn terms and stuff that they're trying to use, and you're trying to use them as leverage as far as what's going on. We're not talking about a little bit of growth. We're talking about altered states of matter, right? Altered states of matter. Smaller bricks, bigger bricks, a mess right here, and this is there. Just looks like outside growth of a wall. Let's get this one because this has a big tag on it. Looks like I got another pic of it with no tag. How do you explain this? How do you explain places like this? Dilapidated. Looks like it's been vacant for the last couple hundred years. There's still a couple houses over here that still appear to be in good condition. So maybe every 20 years you lose a resident. But these places are everywhere. Dilapidated, ruined. Make sure I'm still on. Make sure I'm still on. Okay. I don't know how why it's so hard for some people to see the melt. I really don't. I mean, stairs in the middle of nowhere, viscosity we see everywhere, melting. Structure in the middle of nowhere that we see everywhere. Always made out of the funkiest looking material you can. Fine. That's because it's damaged red brick. And you see right here where it has fused into this here. These bricks have altered states of matter, heat differentials. And look at this side here, completely cooked. Looks like there might be an inside here open in between there. And look at this over here, the dirt over here. You got these pieces, these shards, just like over here. Same shards, same stuff. Aperture back here. Aperture back here, right here. Is that aperture or is that a... Yeah, that's aperture. 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 Archway aperture. Right? In the melt. Brick lines going across right here. Stacking. They're going crazy here. Look at that. Layering over. In that terracing. Flatten out terracing, and on this side it stayed a little more intact, right? Archway right here, bricked in. Why is it bricked in? I don't know. Maybe it was bricked in before the event. You clearly see the archway. It could have been decorative. A lot of decorative archways that don't have openings. This one here also is an archway. There's a window in between. Look at this. Look at this terracing inside the water. Same terracing we just looked at over there. This is in the water, terracing down. The melt flow coming down. Back here, break lines all back here. The C14 growing, coming in, the scavengers. According to some people, it's not C14, but they won't give that information up. It's like it's a secret. Each one teach one. Used to be. What do we got going here? Why are these blocks being used here for something that they're digging into? Would that make any sense? Would you ever waste your time digging in here if you know how to use blocks and bricks? This is probably the hardest material in this town, in this area, and you're gonna go here using bones and sticks and start multi-level, multi-room excavating this place like it's nothing, and then you got the audacity to put bricks up afterwards. Really? Wow. Even down here you filled it with bricks, right? Instead of coming over here away from the mountain where it's flat and using these bricks to build, instead you rather go in here. Does that make any freaking sense? Look at this shit right here, ready to fall and fuck this dude's day up. Boom. Instant fucking death. 1,000 pounds, if not more. And look at that. Let me see. Why does it look like there's brick on here? It's starting to pixelate. It's hard to tell, but I see brick pattern right here. That fucker's fused in there. It's not going nowhere. Uh-oh. What do we got here? Why do we keep seeing shit like this? How come you guys just can't do your fucking research? Dude, you were in the university a long time. What the fuck were you doing in there? Why would you partner up with a fucking stuffed bagel? Even if it's a bagel or a bagel. Looks more like a bagel. Why would you shack up with this clown? I'm glad you're watching my videos because I don't get enough people to watch it. Next time, hit the like and share button. When you come in trolling, hit that like and share button. Now you see this part right here? You see how this is up here and this is sunk down? Extra brick down here is not uniform with this. It's sinking down. This line here is going this way, but this is sinking down in the melt. Don't know what went on here. Doesn't look like this here. It transformed. Or maybe you think they just went and stuffed some fucking bricks up there. For what reason, I don't know. And the same reason they stuffed them around here, right? I don't know what they did 80 years ago. But I know one thing, it doesn't make any sense, right? But I don't know what they did 80 years ago or 120 years ago. Somebody's trying to live in here. But this place has been melted and damaged. Another one. You're going to carve into this rock and then you're going to line it with brick and block. The hardest thing in this region, and you want to do all this to it. Now, what we have is a pocket of survival, a building that is now turned into a rock formation, red brick. It's been heat damaged, been cooked. And because of that, it now looks like what we consider, what we've been told, are rocks, natural formation, cooked out. This place is cooked out. Pocket of survival, expanded. All brick. Where's this level at? Where's the flooring at? There's no flooring here. Most of these buildings don't have the floors and the ceilings. They're just this. But look how many bricks are involved in this structure. Brick after brick after brick. Once again, probably the hardest substance around this area. And they're going to tell you that somebody went in here and made a cave. And then put this underline down here, recessed it back, did all this stuff just because they had extra time on their hands, right? When you have extra time on your hands, you can do stuff like this, right? I'm going to turn this music down just a tad bit. See if it's getting louder and louder. All right, there we go. Mm-hmm. All right, let me keep on going. Get through a few more picks. Once again, the hardest substance around. We see it all over the realm. It is not just in one area. It is everywhere. Every town, every city, every state, every province, every country. It has pockets of survival. Once again, all over, there are pockets of survival. You see up in here that have now been heat damaged, melted, closed in, rock curtain down, but you have this pocket of survival here. Part of the building here is gone, but you still have this pocket, right? If that's not a melted building, I don't know what to tell you. If you don't see it, I don't know what to tell you. If you think they found this shabby piece of rock and went and start chiseling away in this, and this is the result of cave dwellers and chiselers, I don't know what to tell you. You've been brainwashed good, and you're probably never gonna escape it, right? You're probably done. You have to get to a point to look at this and say, hey, you know what? There's just no way. Why does it look melted? It must be melted. You don't have to understand how it got melted, why it got melted, but you got to be able to look at it and say, yeah, well, it does look like it's melted. And not just this place, hundreds of thousands of other places just like it. Same damage. Same damage. Here we go here. Cooked out, heat damage. We'll get into some of these bricks doing tricks. Another stone, hardest stone around here. And they got doorways, passages, windows, archways like it's nothing. Right? Like it's nothing. Old brickwork right here. Brick lines going on here. Door line maybe possibly lined with brick. Brick lines all on top, compressed. And look back here, you got archways back here. Brick and mortar, compressed. And look at biscuits. Looks like it's damaged. Cooked out. So dick up. Eat a dick up till you hiccup. Got this damage here, cooked out. Can they make brick like that? Yeah, they use stones like that nowadays. They can even make this stuff. People look at this stuff as designer stuff. So yeah, you could do stuff like this. Viscous holes. Once again, we don't have to come up with evidence to fool you. It's everywhere. So what if somebody shows a picture and you find out that the picture is a CGI picture and they didn't know? So what? Big fucking deal. Get a life. Look at this shit. Heat differentials. Right? Get a fucking life. Use that energy to go out and find your own evidence. How about that? It's not that hard. I've been presenting evidence for the last 3 years. What's your excuse, man? Riding the coattail of other people. Go out there and spend that time to get your evidence. Show new evidence, not some stupid video. Godzilla video. Nothing to do with Meltology. Stick with the Meltology videos and only Meltology. If you're going to play a video, narrate behind it so people know what's going on. If you want to poke at other people's what they're doing, stay in your own lane, man. Do your thing. Represent. You're not representing by trying to crack on other people. What man? You trying to get a name for yourself? You want to get a name for yourself? Step up step up the game. You want to step it up? You come up with evidence, great evidence that hasn't been seen. Stop relying on playing videos. Oh, that's the easiest way to do it, huh? Get some popcorn, put on a video, and leave. Look at the difference here on these bricks. I'm gonna bump that up. Look how thin these are opposed to how thick this is. Thick and thin. And you see all these scrap pieces? These are sold and they're also used for restoration. A lot of places will sell their old brick. Heat differentials. Black brick with red slots, red brick with little black specks down here. Heat differential, cooking, X factor. Once again, another heat differentials, turning these bricks, cooking them out, different colors and everything. Huge balloon rocks, bricks doing tricks, turning balloon rock cooked out. This place is cooked out. You see up here. Of course, this has all been painted, but this is painted over the melt. Right? This place probably looked like this place 60 years ago. There's a lot of dilapidation, but probably still was white and still had homes that weren't dilapidated. This place cooked out. You see all this here cooked out, and look beneath all this here where it ends, cooked out. Like I said, I'm not spending too much time on here. In fact, I'm going to shut it down in just a few. It's midnight for me, and I should have started much earlier, but I had a busy day. Wanted to get this out earlier. Maybe I will continue tomorrow, Sunday. Cooked out, heat differentials. Blocks on top, breaks doing tricks, turn the blocks. Cooked out, not your dry stack. These are fused. This isn't renovation. This isn't renovation. This is dilapidation. More dilapidation. Viscous holes, melt, dripping. Heat differentials. Bricks doing tricks turn into balloon rock. Middle of nowhere. Middle of nowhere. Got this huge stadium. At the time, well, we know this place was not what it looks like now. It was huge buildings everywhere. So this was not in the middle of nowhere at the time. It is now. Right? They can't explain it. Give you some dumb excuse why it's here and when it was built and what it was built for and why the neighbors, other than these people here, who's coming here, right? Okay, hey Bob, hey Joe, yeah, you know Susie and Timmy are coming. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have about 15 people here. Yeah, makes sense, huh? And so this place back in the day, put the name up there. Probably showed it a year and a half. Did that, and that was painstaking. That takes a lot of time. Every picture, put the name on it. But look at this place, cooked out. Showed this place, I think, the last time I was doing videos up here a few weeks ago. Cooked out. How do you explain this? If it's not melted, what is it? Do you think they're built like this? Unless this is part of a haunted house, why would you build like this? Unless this is on the lot of Paramount Studios or CBS, and this is a prop house, right? They're filming this. Pocket of Survival broke this place down last week too. Won't do too much on this. The same place as the side of it. Rock curtain over, but you see this edge here, this edge going across 90-degree angle. There's this rock curtain, but you still have the pocket in there. And this here's dripping down. Same place. On the other side, of course, you have doorways going into this back here that is full of viscous holes and melt separation, windows. This here looks like a garage door. It's big enough to put a car in there. This is looks like a front door and another front door. Another front door right here. This one here has more of a manicure. Okay, take care of my shit. I'm gonna paint this melt back here. These people probably moved out, or they just need some more paint, right? But it's in the melt. Pocket of survival. More melts. Locked up. Melted. More terracing going on underneath the water. Here's the melt here. You see the brick lines zagging down, ziggity zaggity, melting, curling down. Crystallizing this so-called mountain. And you see the brick inside melting out. You see the colors that you would expect cooking it out. And someone just decided to go put this in, once again, the hardest substance around, huh? And start stacking blocks, huh? This is all melt flow right here, all melt flow. This is all brick and it's melted. This is the melt flow. This stayed intact, these here, but this is the melt flow flowing down. Probably carried these down with it. Pockets of survival, doorways going back. Think they came and put this on there, or was that leftover? Be kind of dumb to put that on there unless they did it like 80 years ago because it looks pretty bad, right? Cooked out. Pocket of survival. Now it's someone's home or someone's, say, hey, I got a boat here, so I'm doing something up in there. Brick lines, compression, cooked out. Got a huge archway right here. Structure, cooked out. Brick lines. Here's the brick lines and look, structure. So when you're looking at something like this, you gotta understand. I mean, when you're looking at it, it's the same. You see the brick lines. You should know right away, and then you don't have to have this. I mean, why? What's all this shit? All these houses going in. I don't know if it's a house now. I mean, it's a hell of a house to have right here. I mean, just won't work. And go to the fucking grocery store just to hang out now. You think they just built these here just so the locals can come hang out? I mean, are you serious? What's the purpose of this shit here? What's the purpose of all these right here? They serve no purpose to me, right? Oh yeah, the rich people used to come over here and build that. Man, get the fucking. They used to put their boat here and then what? Put the boat here and then what? Swim to the fucking shore and walk home? Fuck out here. Whatever the narrative is, I'm sure it's dumb, right? Look at this. Yeah, we keep our boats here and then what? Come on, man. Look at this. Brick lines. Cooked out. I'm going to go through fast. There's a lot of pictures up here. Yeah, I'm sure somebody probably renting this out now. Let's use the locker there. Got the red brick on here. Serves no purpose. It's a terrible community right there. Too close to the water, and you're away from everything. Great place to hang out though. When you go down to the water. Another place. It's in the middle of nowhere. Here's the people here, so you see the height, the size, compressed, and still got the dwellings in between. Your little pockets dripping down. Look at this right here. And look what's inside of it. It's trying to rock up. But inside, you have the brick. All this up here trying to go solid like this. You have pieces of it trying to block up and rock up. Go megalithic, go solid. I mean, how many times we have to see that before you understand what a block is and what a rock is and what a brick is and what a mold is. These are molds on here, concrete molds on the building, right? A lot of times these molds will melt and you'll see the molds. They're melted. These are still intact. Cooked out. All brick. Pillars to get in, cooked out. This has probably been redone. And it's just far away, enough away from there where you can still use this. You know, you still have some land there. You can walk in. But this has been redone. This, on the other hand, is melted, cooked out, viscous holes in the melt. Same with this here, in the melt. And it has altered the state of matter of the bricks. Down here, you got these apertures down here, these archways, and this growth coming all the way up, trying to take over. Same way with here. This growth coming up on the wall, which is your expansion coming out from your X factor. You've seen this one earlier. All right, so this one here is cooked out, but look, still got block around here, block around here. This may have been redone here. Right? Look at all the striations on here, pickaxe lines. But you got block right here, right? Block on this, block around here. And block up here. See these blocks here. They look like blocks, and you got brick lines going across, compressing down. This here, this building, compressing down. This has some wood on here, so they may have done something with this. But look at all this. You can see the blocks in here, but they're all puffy looking as it's cooked, swelling and compressing. See the building here, what happened to it. This is part of the building here. This building is sunken down, it's melted down, going down into the melt. And now your doorway's way down here. But where's the rest of this building? It's all squished down. It should be up here somewhere, squished down. How many times we have to see this place? Huh? You think this is purposely done? They just brought this shit in here. It's cooked out expansion. Nobody builds like this. Bring in 2,000-pound boulder, stack them up here, bring them down in your basement. Really? Because you don't want the room. You're collecting cooked boulders, right? Stack them down here and just say, hey, you never have to worry about a thief stealing them. Got to draw it on for you guys because some of you people just don't understand. You don't see it, and I don't understand why, right? You see the bricks in here. I've circled everything. I made it easy for you. You see these blocks right here? Why are these bricks in here? Huge blocks. Why are these bricks in here? Right? What are they doing in here? Why are these blocks here, but bricks here? What is this? Is this a mountain? Is this a rock? Or is this a building? Because on one side on top, it looks like a building. Down here, it looks like a rock. Right? You got your structure up here. And you see your bricks in here. You got bricks in here. Okay? And you circle them for the people who can't see. You go out there and thinking you're a meltologist and you're out there just making a mess of everything, man. Going downhill fast. You got the wrong one. All right, so same place. Once again, on this side, you got doorways. Oh, you got growth on here. So now here we go we got this up here, right? Now, if I was one of those rookies, I wouldn't be seeing things. But the problem is, I'm not the rookie that you think I am, right? You see this melt down here where my hand's at, and it contours right up in here. And you can see the brick lines in this mess up in here, which is consistent with this here, right? I'll bump that up if you don't got the eyes to see. You look back here, you see the same stuff you see in this. You see this down here, how it contours around. This to me looks like it's original, that it's been melted, right? Well, let's say for the sake of argument that they put this up here 80 years ago. Who fucking knows? All right? I don't know but we know this building was here 80 years ago. So no telling what they did in 1890, 1940, 1920, what they did up here, and if they put this up here or not. But let me show you something. When you got the eyes to see and you know what you're looking for, right? And I've already marked it out for I should be on the next picture. I'm gonna show you. I'm not a lightweight. My eyes can see the melt. So let me pop it out for you because you probably didn't see it on here, right? I'm gonna do this for you. See if you see it. Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? You see it? Do you see it? Well, let me do this. I'm gonna help you see it. Boom. All right. See it now. And there's actually right here as well. So let me go back. Now you see this up here and down here. Let me go back. You see these bricks right here? Uh-oh. We got breakage. We got breakage in here. And breakage on this here. Pump that up a little. Right here. Right here. And I'm sure it's probably a lot of other places too. Right here. Right behind them. And right up here. All right. Boom. Because it's made out of brick. Now, we got a little brick right here. Brick up here. And these are all blocked. And yeah, another tag. But I had to grab these real quick, trying to find them that had brick and block, right? Brick and block. Because some people still don't get it. Some people don't get it, right? Brick inside a block, right? These are blocks, but yet we have bricks. I believe this pic came from the group. I believe it may have been even from Shapu. Big shout out to Shapu. Big shout out to all Mountains are Melted Red Brick Buildings and Mountains are Melted Red Brick Buildings and Meltology 101. Getting it done. Bricks all through here. Right? For what purpose? Don't know. Right? Other than the fact that it was all red brick. And now they're balloon rock. Right? Red brick all up through here. Now, we've seen this picture before. We've seen pictures like it. You see the brick there? Right? So, like brick lines on here. We've seen this picture before. And this is the picture that I started when I said, hey, this picture's been around before Meltology. This picture wasn't done by a Meltologist because this is one of the first pictures from way back in the day. Has it been photoshopped? I don't know. But it wasn't photoshopped for Meltology. That I do know. Now Shapu has some pictures of the pyramid. And I thought I had one of those pics, and it has some great pictures of blocks that are still bricks. All right, here goes some balloon rocks. But if you notice the melted brick pattern all over here, right? This ballooned up, but did not melt all the way these bricks together. So let's go down here. Here they are here. Here's the bricks turned to block. Smaller ones in here, but here they are turned to block. And on top, you see the melt on top. Right? See the melt on top, ballooning up the walkway of the stones. Used to be brick, cooked out, expanded, ballooned up. Right? And you got the entrance here. You go inside. You see the melt in there. We got these here that are all melted and ballooned up. This back here. Right? This wall, whatever this is back here. But it's got the same texture, same balloon, same rock on it, same brick. It has expanded. This balloon rock here is in the melt around it. And let's go over here. Uh-oh. Look down here. This balloon rock still got balloon rocks in it. It didn't conform all the way. So half of it expanded out like this, and the other half is still balloon rock. They used to be brick. And look this on top right here. All right. Let's keep on going, man. Since we gone this far, let's keep on going. Back when I was putting the name on everything. Been doing this for a while. Got a great style that I adapted from Spartan Red. And took that style and mixed it with Shampoo. What's all this down here? Right? Huge expansion coming up. Turning these bricks into megalithic blocks, right? Whatever you want to call these, megalithic, whatever. This is what the brick did. Okay, we can go back and forth on the other ones where they block what it is. This here was not like this. Okay, this is the expansion of the brick. You have to accept that. This is off the ground. This is 20 feet up in the air, right? And you got this going on. This is even higher, right? I don't know how many times you got to keep seeing this stuff. Some people just don't get it. You think they got it. You think they're on the same team, man, and you find out that, man, I think some of y'all wouldn't got that damn shot. Once again, what is all this? This growth moving up on this building. The expansion cooking out. What's going on? This is the same shit you see on the side of the sea cliffs with the ocean down below and these rocks going everywhere. But this is on a building. So why would you think something else is anything different? If you're looking at this here, why would you think it's different when it's down at the ocean? Doesn't make no sense, man. You guys got to do better. All this shit here, and look right here. Why is that right there? Why do you have these balloon rocks right here on this here? What is this? Do you have balloon rocks all over it? You have it down here, right? You don't know. You better ask somebody. You better recognize. I don't know what this is right here, but that looks like an aperture. It looks square to me. Could be a viscous hole, but it just looks kind of strange to me. This here looks awfully flat, and you got that there. Type of structure cooked out. Already been there, so I'm not going to dwell too much on it. This one still got a lot of red brick in it. Still got a lot of red brick in this one. Maybe this one here was a remodel back in the 60s, trying to do something with it. This one here is cooked out. You see how cooked out these are, but this is got a lot of red bricks. So this one here more than likely was had some work done on it, and turned out it just wasn't a good investment. Red brick cooked out. Expansion. All right, well, looks like I made it through, y'all. All right. Let's see. Let me get on out of this. Stop the screen. All right. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and just call it a night. Great love to all the hardworking meltologists out there. We do have a couple exceptions. You've been excluded. When I say brick love to all the meltologists, please understand I'm not talking to you. You two knuckleheads, I'm not talking to you. You've been excluded from my shout outs. Um, Everybody else are working. You notice you're not on the ticker down there. You've been excluded from the ticker, man. Yeah, not going to happen. But anyway, brick love to all the hardworking people out there. Meltology. If you're looking for a home, a place to land in, come on down to um, all mountains of melted brick buildings. Come on down to mountains of melted brick buildings. Come on down to Meltology 101 if you're new. Um, Slide right in, and Meltology 101 is there's a lot of information that has taken the melted brick community years to get to. That stuff's put right there at your fingertips, so you get a fast track start. Meltology 101, check it out. Um, but also join all mountains melted brick buildings, or mountains are melted brick buildings. Also, don't forget boots on the ground. If you are out there doing boots on the ground, meaning you have your camera in hand, your cell phone, and you're taking video and pictures of where you're at, you're doing boots on the ground. That stuff there definitely has to get over to Meltology Boots on the Ground, Mark's group over there. Um, Great stuff going down over there. Actual footage of people out there putting the work in. So make sure you check them out. Um, any group you join out there, it's going to help enhance um, your understanding of meltology. So don't hesitate to join any group. Doesn't matter what group you're in, it's really going to help you. So if you find a place and you feel comfortable there, that's your home, join it. Join all the groups, support them all. Anyway, with that being said, brick love. Brick love to everyone out there. All right, y'all. I'm out. Peace. Love. Good vibes. Late.